Hi, everybody. How you doing tonight? Thank you for taking the time to join us. I think we have some very real and interesting conversations on this channel, even recently on my Sunday Coffee with Conti show. In case you missed that, there'll be a link down below in the description. And go back and watch that video, because on the bottom now what I did is I put a timestamp so you can go back and you can see at certain times what we're talking about. Answered an order question, great stories, interesting feedback. I appreciate you taking the time to do that, because by now, most of the time, at the end of your day, when you get on YouTube, you like hearing good information, entertainment, but sometimes you enjoy just listening to the conversations, and that's one that I think that you will thoroughly enjoy, our Coffee with Conti show from this past Sunday. Today's show, again, another conversation that I think all of us can relate to, and I know every one of you watching will have a comment to contribute. This is a Corvette-focused channel, but we're going to step back for just a second today and talk about cars that we used to have that you wish you still had today. And for my younger audience, cars that you wish you could have. But real quick, we'll get to that in a second. Let me share this with you. Great email from James Copeland. He says, Rick, why don't you make a suggestion to the GM Corvette engineers about adding a rear view camera to the PDR? I've got a 2017 Grand Sport with PDR, and I've never used it after adding an aftermarket camera system that has the rear camera. Check out this 30-second clip, and James, you are so right. This is awesome. Check this out, guys. Don't you guys agree? That's a fantastic idea. In fact, I will forward that idea to some of the people that I talk to on the Corvette team. So today, the conversation will continue beyond the video with your comments on cars that you used to have that you wish you still had today, or cars that you wish that you could have. Let me just share a little bit of my personal experiences with cars. I've always been into cars, but not to the degree that I am today. Back in my early years, I didn't have that great starting point in life on my own at 17 in my first car. I don't even remember what year it is. I think it was like a 70 or 71. It was 5 different colors. I remember that. And it went forever on $1 worth of gas. What I had was transportation, and I had freedom. I didn't care. I had a car. I was ready to roll. It was pretty exciting. And then there was times that the car didn't run. And it's like, yeah, you take the bus. And I'm walking past car dealerships, and I'd peer into the windows, look at the Porsches, look at the Ferraris, Toyota Supras, Corvettes. Now, there wasn't a Corvette when I graduated high school in 1983, and when they came out in 1984 with that digital dash, oh, man, the thing was like a spaceship, and that's another passion. It's astronomy and astronauts. Oh, man, just, I was that kid. One day, I want to have that car. Today, I'm so proud to have my 2021 Rapid Blue convertible, and you've heard it before, and I've had people ask me, when I see a kid looking at my car, I stop and just look for a second. Sometimes I come over and I have a conversation, I let them sit in my car, and people would say, why do you care what that kid thinks about your car? Because I used to be that kid. I couldn't afford that Corvette in 1984. My first new car I'll tell you about in just a second. Before that, though, I had I think it was a 76 or a 77 Monte Carlo, again, not being into cars to the degree that I am now in my career, because life was much different back then, working multiple jobs. But I love that Monte Carlo. It was burgundy with the burgundy velour seats. It had something wrong with the radiator. It had an oil leak. It needed tires. It needed an exhaust. I got all the money saved up for that, and I got it fixed. Then I take it to work one night. I'm working at a place in Flat Rock, Michigan called Fiorelli's Restaurant, and the top part of the restaurant was to-go pizza. So I'm making pizza for carry-out, and I'm getting ready to take a pizza out of the oven, And someone goes, "Oh my gosh, Rick, somebody just hit your car." I go running out in front of the restaurant. And sure enough, the guy rear-ended my car, knocked it 50, 60 feet, rear axle's broken. The car's totaled. His car's totaled. The only thing that saved his life was a seatbelt. I'm thinking, I just got my car back. I mean, I drive it from the dealership to work. I didn't have a chance to really enjoy it. The car was totaled. So my next car, don't hate your boy Ricky. Again, I couldn't afford a Corvette. For a brief moment, I had a 78 Cobra II Mustang. And I think this might be the only picture I have of that Mustang. I just got off of baseball practice, and I threw my shorts on, and there I am next to the Cobra Mustang. Only had that for a short time. So my first new car, you always remember your very first new car, was a 1986 Cavalier Sedan RS, and it was a manual transmission. And I was excited. It was mine. It was new. It had a warranty. It was fantastic. And then it was about a year later, I ran into my salesman at a Burger King, and he goes, "Hey, how's it going?" And I was on the radio at the time. He goes, "Hey, listen to the show," and we're talking about cars, and he knew that I really wanted the Z24 with the digital dash to make me feel like I had my Corvette. And we talked about that. He goes, "Hey, I got some great deals." I said, "No, man, I can't afford it." He goes, "Come on down. Let's just see what it is. Let's just see." So hook, line, and sinker, I go down to the dealership. We crunch some numbers, and sure enough, I actually could afford, at that time, the Z24, so I get it. Man, I was so excited. It was white, it had a blue interior, and my digital dash. And here's one stupid thing I did in that car. Had I thought about it, I actually could just hit the kilometer button. That would have been fine. But no, I got it all cleaned up one night. I had nowhere to go. I get in the car, and I want to drive to see it hit 100. I want to see triple digits on my digital dash. And I did, as I went right past 2 Ohio State Highway patrolmen. I pulled myself over. They come up to me. He goes, "What are you doing?" And I told him. He shook his head. He goes, "I'll be right back with your ticket." So a lot of us have those stories about cars that we wish that we still had to this day, that we used to have in the past. And for me, it would have been that Monte Carlo. It was a beautiful car, and I never had a chance to enjoy it once I got it ready to roll. So what cars did you used to own that you wish you still owned today? And for the younger audience, thank you for joining us on my Corvette channel. I want you to share your thoughts and your passion on a car that you wish you could own, that you're focused on to one day to stop dreaming and start driving. With the comments that you guys share, you take the conversation and continue it beyond this video. And I thank you so very much. That was fun to kind of step away for a second and not just talk Corvettes, but talk cars. Kind of the same thing you guys do when you're at car shows. You talk about cars that you used to have as well as the car that you have now. I'm really looking forward to the comments on this one. Thank you for taking the time to contribute, participate, and watch the channel. Support us by thumbs up the video. Make those comments below. Subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. I want you to come back and spend more time with us. I really do appreciate that. And as we're talking about cars and cool rides, I have for you now a very special Beautiful Ride segment, a double whammy beautiful ride. So make sure you watch them all. Sometimes I go back and rewatch them because I'm just like you guys. I love to just sit and just check out all these cool cars. Thanks again for watching. I'll talk to you soon.
I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one, and I can't wait to see you again. discover it is within each other to forgive and make amends. If I had known then what I know now, I wouldn't have said what I said. I took the long road, thought I'd be better on my own. Sometimes what's right is wrong instead. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one. And I can't wait to see you again. Oh, I can't wait, I can't wait, I can't wait. 'Cause I was too young, and I didn't understand that you were the one.